We're live. Surprise! We're 10 seconds early today. It felt like it. Happy Wednesday. Mr. NorCal's already here. Mr. Thompson is already here. Love it when people are prompt. Of course, the Tony Cliftons are here,
Oh man,
spreading their
like
joy.
you think I was never done this before, huh?
Yeah, I mean, come on. Your notifications coming on.
I know.
Man, you look like, you're making us look like some kind of non-profit show.
I haven't even got to the part where I ask everybody for money.
Yeah. Gonna explain a bunch of explain a bunch of stuff that happens behind the scenes without
Hey,
actually.
Thompson, how you doing,
I'm here. Comp is on its last leg. Hard to get it to
dude?
boot
I
up.
do want to talk trash.
There you are.
I will, and I will. I'll get to that point later on in the show. I do want to talk some trash on Operation Lemon Charlie.
Yeah, I mean,
It's the first time that they've had a show that I was able to catch what I could catch of sandpaper over my asshole. Of that show. And I will talk about, because everybody knows I love talking about the live shows. I caught some of Frank's show. I was in Frank's show, and I was in Tony Cece's show, and we'll talk about Tony Cece later too.
yawn your ass off.
Yawn
Talk your face off.
Morning, yawn your face off. Oh my fucking god!
Hey, I mean, wait, Mr. Brown is here. Mr. Brown, as well as Mr. Brown. The Browns are here.
Oh my god!
Good to see you guys. Man, it's a great Wednesday. Hi, Mom. Mom has joined the show already, so we'll be sure to be on our best behavior.
I wore my clean shirt.
I got my Rico shirt on.
Nice.
Rico. We got the Eldora Million going on. First time in the history of sprint car racing, $1 million prize up for grabs. Gonna be some fun. It's gonna be exciting because everybody wants to win $1 million.
But I know you've got a ton of stuff on your list, right?
Oh yeah, look, I got a whole buttload of stuff going on here.
So yeah, guys, welcome to Wednesday. Welcome to the shit that needs to be said show.
Early edition. Because we started at 5:29 and 50 seconds today instead of at 5:30. Because I mean, there's breaking news. There is breaking news that came out yesterday in the RC world, and it's
NorCal showing us some love.
What's up, NorCal? The scissor lift driving, NorCal. It was something else.
I would have made my own door, but this guy.
There's some Austin Power action going on there. That's right, man. Living the dream. Man, I got to tell you, I love the making fun of Mark Santa Maria short.
Oh, God. By the way, I do poke fun at him in my next title.
Mark Wina Maria.
I think Tony Clifton came up with it on one of the shows. BDM, SM.
BDMSM. Oh no. Yeah, and good old Mark Santa Maria making videos that everybody loves watching because.
The funny thing is I actually hadn't seen the video until I watched NorCal's video, and then I realized like him. The way he talked at those moments, like, you know, some people just say maybe I'm crying. I don't know, man. It just felt so fake. It is so fake. Like, hey, dude, everybody knows you're a YouTube influencer at this point because to me, you're coming off like, come on, man.
Completely and totally disingenuous.
Yeah.
Genuine. Thank you, NorCal. I appreciated it. Man, that I got a very good chuckle out of that one. Um, man,
Mr.
yeah,
Shotty in the house.
hey, it is ooh ah. It's an RC car is showing up here from the land across the pond there. Which,
Coach D.
speaking of Coach D, what's happening, man? Speaking of across the pond, Kevin Talbot throwing a video out today that looks like he's gonna might be moving to Isle of Man because he needs to get the hell out of Great Britain because he said 65% of everything he earns goes to taxes.
Oh, wow.
Cool. Yeah, man, Great Britain. What in the heck?
Your name is Chris? You mean this whole time we've been calling you ooh-ah and your name is Chris?
I'm not calling you Chris. Chris,
That
I'm
was
calling you Bob.
yeah, way to ruin it
That's
for me,
officially
Chris.
your name. it's you. You're
I just
officially.
feel like I
Bob.
got caught in bed saying the wrong name, like, you know. Like,
Yeah. I can't do it. Yeah, I mean, wow, 65%. I knew Great Britain had some pretty good taxes and all that VAT crap, but man, 65. Now I know why Kevin Talbot can't get a haircut. Homie doesn't have any money.
he's paying all the taxes. He can't afford the taxes on a haircut.
Yeah. Jeez. Holy crap. Man, makes you appreciate living here in the good old United States of America.
Oh, America.
Oh, America. Yeah. Yeah. I got all kinds of good things to talk about today.
Well, I
Hey,
mean,
did anybody here's a good one to kick off the show for today. Did anybody see that the Baltimore Orioles got them some special unis that they're going to wear for like Blindness Awareness Day or Blindness Awareness Week?
yeah, you're telling me about this. Now explain this
So,
to me again, because
so instead of just writing the word Orioles across like they normally do, they printed it in Braille. And then the player's name is in Braille.
like your shirt, though, like your shirt, printed.
Yeah. So it just has a bunch of
So,
dots on it. It's
even
not
if
like
I-
raised little bumps so that blind people can walk up there and feel the bumps and go, "Oh, you play for the Orioles. That's awesome." No, they just printed it so that the blind people who can't see would know that the Baltimore Orioles organization appreciates them. Oops. We live in clown world. We literally live in clown world.
This is a reach out and touch me moment, isn't it?
20 divide on anything over 10K, 42% on anything over 37K, if 100K or something, 65%. Ouch. Good. Man, I suggest putting your stuff in a shipping container and moving over here to the United States, where you don't have to pay nearly that much. Here in my fine home state of Tennessee, here I don't even pay state income taxes here, which is a big change for me coming from California, which has the largest state income taxes.
RC Propaganda joining us.
Hey, propaganda, howdy, lurking for a few. Damn you, lurkers!
He's
You
been looking.
lurkers. Santa diarrhea.
JM joining us.
That's right. I'm drinking out of the medieval times Stein today.
Yes. My first take was jump, I dare you.
Yeah,
Oh, too funny.
yeah. The things that organizations and companies and whatnot are doing to show their true stupidity is utterly amazing.
Oh, and it has come out in full in the RC world. It has come out in full in the RC world right now. I feel. Or at least everywhere I'm watching. I know I live in a small eclipse of the RC world. I get that, but damn, dude, what happened? What happened to like 6 years ago? What happened to like 10 years ago, for that matter?
I don't. What happened? I don't know.
We have talked about the exit taxes.
If Cali passes a new law, you have to pay tax for 10 years after you move out. Yeah, that won't be. It won't have any effect on me because I moved out before the law passed. Suckers. Yeah, an exit tax from California because I think it was 2021. They lost like almost 300,000 people moved out. And I think it started in 2019, which was the first year that more people moved out of California than into California since California became a state.
That's ridiculous, man. That's crazy.
California is ridiculous. I mean, it has become a ridiculous place with ridiculous people running it. The absolute shit show that is their reparations task force that initially came up with the number that they're just going to give $2 million to everybody, and when you added it all up, it was like $480 trillion. It was like, wow, you guys are going to give away more money than actually exists on the planet Earth. Fantastic. Yeah, NorCal, you're on the carry-out plan. They will carry you out when you die. I left, but not sure how the hell a state to make you pay for leaving. I loaded my shit up and left. How does the state know about that?
Only through the IRS or taxes, or
yeah, it's gonna be through the IRS. It's never gonna pass. I mean, nobody's.
Well, and yeah, even so.
There's so many rich people in California.
How many other people did just exactly what he did and took off? I mean, how many people do they have to chase down those people, for that matter? I mean, come on, man.
Over the road trucks hated California then. Yeah, and California is I think it's the governor of Iowa is suing the Department of Transportation.
I know he's lying because well, yeah, I guess he did say 40 plus years ago, because I'm 40 years old and I know that.
Oh no. Justin's gonna let some age secrets out here. That's grounds. That's grounds for a thumbs down.
Later on, I'm gonna get grounded, I'm sure. Yeah. Wow, you gold ass. Thanks. I'll show it. This is why I come to the chat, though. This is why I come to the chat, is because
yeah, honestly, California used to be the place to be, and I'm gonna quote Tropic Thunder. You never go full retard.
I was going to say 40 years ago, I would have loved to have been in California. 40 years ago, I wasn't
growing up in California in the 70s and the 80s and even well into the 90s, it was a great place. You know, I don't have any complaints about it back then. It's changed a lot. Unfortunately, it's not. None of it has been for the better. Sad. Because California.
Sorry, Governor, what do you mean, you people? You guys are hilarious.
Is Arnie still governor? No. We have a much more interesting, slick-haired jerkwad that is the governor of California now. Gavin Newsom.
Dude, there are some things. What is this? Yeah, you never go full retard. The country's heading that way hard right now.
Oh, yeah.
There are some things, especially like I said, there's some things I noticed. So one of the things I wanted to talk about was, I don't know how many people were here. Was it last week? when we had Tony Cece visit us.
See, last week, the week before.
And he came in and he basically ran the chat while he was here, which was fine. I didn't mind. But after all that hoo-ha with him being here, I went over to his show and said, "Hey, I'm here to keep an eye on you, so I've got shit to talk about on my show." And he didn't even say hi to me. He wouldn't even acknowledge the fact that I was there.
I mean, we are the little people. We're the little people.
I mean, but
we're just the poor saps on YouTube that wear Rico Abreu shirts and talk about strange things.
What can I say? It's only good if he comes on my show. It's not good if I go on his show.
Well, like I said, I mean the bore your ass off show. I mean,
and that was the other part too. Is they started lulling off and fucking playing in their backyard or some shit like that. I couldn't even. They started off on the bike. What was it in the monster truck thing that Tony was at? And I was just like, yeah. I watched some of the video of the monster truck event, the freestyle that Tony was talking about with Josh Rhodes and stuff. And I mean, it was cool, but I was like, dude, really, I don't.
I got it. I mean,
wasn't my thing.
In propaganda, yeah, that was how this got kicked off. Was because Talbot's moving to Isle of Man because he pays 65%, which is it is staggering. I thought California was bad, but California's not even that bad. I think California. If you make six figures in California, I think you're probably in the 35-40% range after federal and state taxes. What is happening, Earl?
Earl. Have you seen my plants? Fucking growing my own plant. What? That's a video you got? you need, you got to label that like the most awesome RC shit I've ever done.
Everybody I know that has moved out of California. I have another friend in California that he's moving to northern Idaho.
Not a video, just on my Insta.
He just posted on his Facebook that he's moving to northern Idaho. Huh. And I mean, probably 50 different people that commented on that post that he made, all saying, "Yep, within the next 2 years, I'm moving out too." It's like, yeah, you know what? Good. Everybody should move out of California because nothing good is California is going to become the new Detroit. It's not going to be just a city. The whole state is going to be bankrupt, and it's going to suck. And I mean, it already kind of sucks.
Well, I thought I'm just waiting for California. Yeah, it's going to sink off into the ocean, and I'm going to have some beachfront property here in Colorado. Nevada and Arizona could all fall off into the ocean, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. It couldn't happen to a nicer place. Yeah. After moving out of California myself, yes, things are different here. There's a bit of a cultural difference to get used to. There is a very big weather difference to get used to, being that it gets hot, freaking humid here. And I did, for the first time yesterday, see my first cicada in person. And wow, Hollywood doesn't need to make up like horror monsters or anything. They could just take pictures of cicadas and use them.
But there's one species of cicadas that live 14 years underground and come out every 14. Did you know that?
Yes. And they destroy everything when they come out because there's billions of them. But no, these are just the run-of-the-mill cicadas that are out in the tree making pretty music.
A gigantic fly is what it is.
Oh, yeah. And it was only like this big. It was a relative, like a baby cicada.
That's an interesting RC right there, right? Could you make an RC cicada and make it like, oh, my God, imagine all the fun you could have with that.
Just make it the most god awful, ugly car you could. It's the Cicada from Losi.
I was thinking like a real like so like an RC that's like a bug. You could just like fly it into a building and fucking piss people off with that thing and all.
Oh man, yeah. Ooh,
Cape Cod. But yeah, man, the hypocrisy and the bullshit, the idiocracy. I don't even know what to say. There's some really dumb shit going on right now.
I mean, I don't. The lack of self-awareness.
For sure.
Just people just do and say shit, and then like 2 hours later.
Oh, that's right. A cicada killer. I think I have Thompson. I think I know what you're talking about. Sorry, I don't mean to.
No, Thompson. I don't want to see one of those.
Oh, they're cool
If
as
the
hell.
cicada's ugly, the thing that murders them's got to be even worse.
Yeah, I can't think of I can't think of the name of the wasp, but I think it's like a cicada killer or something. They're mean, man.
Yeah, the wasps and hornets here are no joke. I can say that for certain. I got this really killer ortho wasp, hornet killer, and nest destroyer. So it literally shoots out like this spray foam, like 20 feet. So if you got a nest growing somewhere 20 feet away, you just and it's expanding foam, so it traps them in the foam and then kills them, and then it leaves behind a residue that makes them not want to come back for a while. Amazing stuff. I have like a whole case of it back there.
So before I slam Operation 11 Charlie, do me a favor and what do we got on the list that we could talk about?
Oh no, let's let 11 Charlie have it, and the bore fest that is their freaking Monday night show.
So they hadn't been on for 2 weeks, right?
Yeah,
and they didn't have a sponsor. So it's very kind of interesting to see, especially they're doing a review about Axial Fest. Okay, that's fine. I guess
Fest 2023.
I mean, what it was a lot of them patting each other on the back for doing such a good job. I still never heard anything about how many cars got donated or how much money was donated. They're still not talking about anything over there, which is typical of them. They never will. I don't expect them to. But that's not it. What really caught my eye, what I hadn't seen before, is they raffled off that car, and it was one of the veterans that's in Operation 11 Charlie won the car. And it never crossed my mind when we were in Operation 11 Charlie that right there in and of itself is kind of a ripoff to the people who were helping us. Because if you win a car and donate it back in the hints that we know that we're going to get these guys for another round of cash, like, anyways, I don't know. Maybe I'm insinuating.
You're insinuating. Yes.
But you can go back and watch their show and judge for yourself. I'm not here to, whatever. I saw what I saw. Yeah, it's an
making an observation. And since you brought it up, I wanted to announce. So we got a couple cool things that are going to happen here on this show.
Oh, we do.
Get ready for it. Get ready. We're going to host a raffle.
All right.
Raffle right now. Right now, we're going to raffle off a 5200 2C battery. Tickets go on sale right now for $500 a piece.
There you go.
And I won. Holy cow. Guess what? We're going to have another raffle. I'm going to raffle off this battery, $500 a piece. Hey, holy cow, I won. Let's raffle off it again. The circle of... I'm not insinuating anything. I'm just pointing out my observation that if you have raffles, you really shouldn't allow your people to enter.
Hey, look, man, it
just makes it look not right. But who am I to talk?
Let's propaganda says, hey, but get the cash if you can. They're the people, that's their money. They can do what they want, and I totally agree. But don't be surprised if I just don't sit over here and bitch, because I got news for you.
Yeah, and speaking of bitching, I'm going to call out a YouTuber. Uh, I guess he's a YouTuber. He's got like 86 subscribers. I'm gonna I'm gonna assume that he's a
See,
YouTuber.
big and small. We pick on them all. It doesn't
Yeah.
really matter.
Uh, so this I don't know. I don't know what to call him. His name is Blaze Long. So Blaze Long is you know, one of the many people who have been waiting for their Losi motorcycle to show up. And this guy has made a couple videos bitching and telling how Losi screwed everybody who ordered the green one and didn't tell anybody that green ones were going to be late. So he's also been in a Facebook group that both Justin and I are now a part of, because it's actually kind of hilarious seeing a bunch of grown-ass men shitting themselves over not being able to get the newest toy when they wanted it.
NorCal, check my OnlyFans page.
Oh. But holy crap. So this guy, bitching and moaning in here like fucking crazy in this Facebook group, only to post yesterday or the day before a picture of 2 boxes that showed up, and he got 2 of them. He was so excited. Hey, I only expected to get 1 today, but I got 2. Then proceeds to tell everybody that he ordered 13 of them.
What?
I ordered
13. I
13.
knew you told me, but I didn't know the 13 of them.
Yeah, he pre-ordered 13 of them, because I do that with all pre-orders, because that's how I ensure I get it the fastest. Right. So I posted on there that, because he turned around like an hour after he posted that, he turned around and posted that he had one for sale. I paid $650, for this, shipped from California, local hobby shop. And, send me $650 plus whatever shipping costs, and I'll sell it to you. And my wife and I both laughed, because the business that my wife is in, this is something that happens quite a bit, where people will, basically scalpers will go and buy a bunch of these limited edition release things, and then turn around and sell them on eBay for 3, 4, 5 times face value. The very definition of scalping. And there are bikes on eBay right now. The bids are up to $1,500.
Oh my God.
Which good for you. I hope some idiot spends that much money on one of these bikes. Propaganda, you are too nice.
I'm going to throw up in my mouth, propaganda. That's
after this attached, you might be able to grab a bottle of water. be able to buy 1 piece of gum out of the. Blaze Long, Jackass of the week. It's actually something new I'm going to do on the show. We're going to point out a Jackass of the week, and this week, the inaugural week of Jackass of the week this week is Mr. Blaze Long, for ordering 13 bikes and screwing 12 of us who were still waiting for our bikes to show up from Losi. You, sir, are a grade A, 5-star jerkwad asshole butt snack. Good for you.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Could somebody add that up for me? It's $7,800. I mean, Jesus Christ.
And I hope nobody buys any of them.
That's a lot of penny candy.
I think you get stiff with all of that money, you jerk.
I call it bullshit, and it might be bullshit.
Proper bribe propaganda. Yes.
Yeah, 10 points to propaganda for $5 this evening. How's that?
And an extra 10 points to propaganda for bribing the hosts, because that always works.
That'll get you every time.
Why not 1K like the rear tires and the felony, or $100 on eBay? Ryzen never has parts for release. Leaves plenty of room for price gouging. Yeah. And I'm just gonna go ahead and for everybody that hasn't seen the Instagram post that Losi put up regarding the release of the motorcycle, I'll give you the short version of it. Oops, We didn't realize so many people were going to want this thing, and we didn't order enough. On top of that, somebody let a drunken sailor drive the ship over here, and he got lost for a week or two. Sorry. Some of you are going to get your bikes before the end of July. The rest of you probably aren't going to see them until fall or winter, which in low sea horizon speak means November or December.
Maybe next year you get it.
Oh. I mean, I've contacted Low Sea a couple of times, and their customer service people have been quite pleasant and quite nice. And kudos to Joel F. I know somebody else posted that Joel F. did a fantastic job. But kudos to Joel F. For basically letting me vent yesterday, because I said some not nice things about Low Sea and Horizon yesterday to the Low Sea customer service rep. And I know it's not his fault, but he sat there and he listened anyhow. And he said, "Thank you very much, sir. Have a nice day." So,
well, that was a lot better than what I would have done to you.
I mean, look, I know it's not Joel's fault. He's not driving the ship. He's not the guy in purchasing that, didn't call the Chinese manufacturing facility every day, 5 times a day, making sure that they weren't over there slacking off with the 8-year-olds who were building our bikes. For crying out loud. You got one job to do, purchasing people at Horizon/Low Sea, and that's what you should have been doing, because that's how this works.
You got to crack the whip.
I mean, them little kids in China, they will slack off if you let them. You got to crack the whip.
You got to crack the whip. RC Talk Live. Oh, hey, Frank the Tank.
Wait a minute. Who the heck is RC Talk Live?
Oh, come on. Don't fake me out. I know that icon anywhere. That's that French Canadian.
You can't change your name like that, Frank the Tank RC. You can't just become RC Talk Live. This is not allowed.
Hell, I'm BS.
I'm protesting, Frank. I'm protesting the name change.
If I had maple syrup, I'd throw it at you, sir.
There was some talk about Sticky's maple syrup at some point, because I do have a maple tree here, but I realized that that's you got to have a lot of maple trees to make maple syrup. Man, Foundry RC. Holy moly, look at this. We got people coming out of the woodwork to watch.
I was like, first of all, I don't recognize Foundry RC, but hi and welcome. But help all it sound like Dirt Bike Mania. Well, it's always, I mean, that's the whole RC world right now is on fire with this fucking dirt bike.
And
I mean, yeah, do I think it's a little ridiculous? Yes, I do. Okay, I mean, I understand. I didn't mean to. I know I mistype all the time, man. I didn't mean to.
Autocorrect is the bane of human existence.
And Tank, it's only better if you're watching with both channels, so I get dual views.
Yes. Yeah, come on. That's good for the monetization.
And I know you've been around the internet to know better, so.
Hey. Yeah. I also wanted to announce that there's another special program that we're going to start right here. It's a new sponsorship program for the shit that needs to be said.
That's right. We figured out a sponsorship for us.
This is freaking awesome and amazing. And so what it is, it's a one-time deal. You only got to pay once, and it'll sponsor the show for the rest of its existence. So the cost to sponsor this show for the rest of its existence is only $5 million. And here's the personal guarantee. After I deposit the money, I'm gonna hook up some seats on a private jet from me and JB. We will fly to you to the nearest airport closest to you. We will personally hand you a hand-signed thank you note, thanking you for the money. We will shake your hand. if it's cheap enough, I'll get a seat on the private jet, maybe to fly you around for a half hour or so. Maybe take a picture of your house from the air, and then we'll take you back home. And then promptly after that, we will have one more show where JB and I will announce that we're retiring. And thank you very much to the sponsor. I will send you a postcard every year from Tahiti.
It works for me. I might even go with you if you're lucky.
So our new sponsorship program, you can send the email to myself or email or email. Woo! Yeah, you can send an email to me or or you can contact
Sign me up for 2.
Facebook Messenger. Is that $2 million or $2, Foundry? If it's $2, everybody we got to start somewhere.
That's bullshit.
Yes, Earl. How to become a millionaire in minutes. Bingo, we've cracked the code.
Look, Frank, I had to watch you for years to figure this shit out. So I mean, come on,
Frank. You're just jealous that you didn't think of it first.
From BLM.
amongst several other nonprofit organizations. We just take a one-time payment and bingo. You know what? I'll even go one step further. We won't just end the show. We'll have an anniversary show every year where we talk about when we ended the show.
That'd be great.
And we'll also open up sponsorships for the next year's anniversary show of the last show.
Do you have to be a billionaire? Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably.
Exactly, Tank. If you want to be a millionaire in RC, you have to start with $1 billion. That is some good disappointment I'm drinking today.
I know. Right.
That's some extra kick to it.
So I remember watching Frank's show this week. I went to Frank's show, but I can't remember I don't know. I can't remember if he did an open mic. I can't even remember. I just remember, hey, Frank, you got that's what it was. You got the corner on the old guy market. Now I don't think that Frank's actually. I don't even know if. I think Frank and I are actually pretty close to the same age. I don't know. He looks so young. I thought he was 28. Honestly. It was an open mic. Hey, like I said, I know we give him a lot of shit here, but if you haven't checked out his show, check out his show on Thursday nights. He does have decent videos as well. If you feel like checking out his channel, I can't stand to watch that shit. Well, but evidently now it's you got channels to choose from because now you got live RC live. Yeah. Talk. Have a good night, ooh-ah. Yep, take it easy, ooh-ah. Yeah, man, try to avoid making too much money over there in Great Britain. Lord knows the British government doesn't need any more money. And the royals certainly don't need much more money. I really, really hope that someday they cut off Harry and Meghan, because neither one of those two asshats need any money at all. They should be poor, broke, and homeless. All right, so Tank is a little bit older than me. I was born in 1972, so I went on Tony Live yesterday, but woke up this morning with a dead cell phone and can't make stuff. I watched the Boy Your Ass Off show will do that to you. Yeah. I watched the Yawn Your Face Off show, and I don't know, man. Tony's an okay guy. He's an okay guy. But goddamn, dude. First of all, I mean, don't come in here and feed me a whole line of bullshit and not even say hi to me. I mean, whatever. Not that I would. I mean, I don't know what I expected from him anyways, but it doesn't really matter. Well, obviously, Tony doesn't like you. That's why he's not going to say hi to you. So, nah. Well, the motherfucker doesn't have to like me to say hi to me. God. I don't like half these people here. I still say hi to them. I don't even like you. I know. I'm going to do a show with you every week. Yes, I don't even know why I'm here. I just piss people off constantly.
Oh, wait a minute. Earl, wait, Kelly Brown. I have clothes I bought in 1972. All right, old guys. Earl Moorhead's birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Earl. Happy birthday to you, sir. Yeah. No,
It's all right. I don't expect people to like me. When that was something that came up. It's like when you actually start pointing out that somebody's doing something that's how I feel. When you point out that somebody's doing something in the RC world, and everybody thinks that other person is, what? Nobody's gonna believe your bullshit. Nobody wants to be your friend at that point.
Well, I mean, Tony's he's an influencer now, and unfortunately now he plays for that team. He plays for the influencer team, so he's not quite worked his way up to Mark Santa Diarrhea, but boy oh boy.
Is Earl, so let me get this. Earl is turning 16. Is that right?
Normally it's on Friday the 13th, so this year it should be good. Yeah, I have a very good friend of mine who was born on September 13th, and he gets a Friday the 13th birthday every day.
Happy sweet 16th, Earl.
Congratulations, you can get your driver's license. And as soon as you do, you need to go over to NorCal's and learn how to drive from him, because NorCal rocking that scissor lift there yesterday. Oh man!
What else we got?
Hey! If anybody didn't know, or unless everybody forgot, they found cocaine in the White House.
Oh yeah,
a week ago.
I didn't find any when I was there, but they found some easy. I don't understand.
Coincidentally, it just happened to be after the weekend that Hunter Biden was hanging out there.
I mean, I asked everybody, and they were like,
and the clips of Hunter Biden out on the balcony at the White House watching the 4th of July fireworks was like it was like watching a scene from Night at the Roxbury. Friggin' okay. Woo-hoo! Yeah, fireworks.
Earl, I'm gonna cry on my birthday when I don't get my toy.
They will give you very non-specific answers.
Don't be surprised if NorCal doesn't make fun of you in a video that way. Just saying.
Oh man. Yeah, 100 points to NorCal for the Mark Santa Maria short, because that was hilarious. Oh,
so yeah, I talked about Frank Show. Oh, the reason I talked about, I think one of our other viewers was watching Frank's show. Now I'm not going to point out that person, but yeah, I mean, one of the things that got called out at Frank's show is Frank likes to sit around and joke with the fat old guys. I guess I was kind of surprised because I thought Frank was in shape. I mean,
yeah,
he looks so cut. I'm sorry.
This is what we've been reduced to. We're picking on Frank.
I pick on anybody. Round is a shape.
Oh, hey,
That's an RC Recreation. My dad said that he really liked your handle, your name. Yeah, I thought I might mention that to you. I thought you'd get a kick out of that.
Round is a shape. I mean, technically, I'm in great shape. I'm in fantastic shape.
I'm at least a 2XL shape.
Yeah, I'm in the XL range.
It helps when you can't walk around.
The point which you know when you're in trouble is when you can't tie your shoes anymore.
Oh no, I can still do that.
You just buy slip-ons.
Right there, I can tie the shoes. I just can't walk in the shoes.
Yeah. Hey, good news, everybody. They're making Beetlejuice 2.
Oh,
Beetlejuice 2. I mean, Beetlejuice is a classic. I don't know why they need to try and ruin it by making the second one, but they're certainly going to try. and evidently, it looks like they're bringing back the old cast as well, which is hooray for Michael Keaton, because he's still the best Batman that ever was. He's also absolutely Beetlejuice. I think he should just walk around in a Beetlejuice costume all the time and just become Beetlejuice. Drop Michael Keaton and just become Beetlejuice.
Is he actually playing Beetlejuice in the movie?
I believe he is.
So like Beetlejuice on an oxygen respirator.
I mean,
how old is Michael Keaton?
He's not as old as Harrison Ford. I know that much. And Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones 5.
I mean, as far as I know, he broke his hip in that Dial of Destiny movie. No, I'm bullshitting. I don't really know.
The Sound of Freedom. The movie.
Oh, I heard about this movie.
The movie about child trafficking.
Yeah.
Actually made more money domestically over the July 4th weekend than Indiana Jones 5. Now, it's not that Sound of Freedom is such an amazing, great movie. It's, from what I understand, it's quite disturbing.
J-Hib, is that right? Is Michael Keaton really 71 years old? Is that what you're telling me right now?
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, is the Beetlejuice going to have like a walker? The
thing with most Hollywood actors and actresses is they made a pact with the devil, and that's why none of them age. They're all just ridiculously young looking for how old they actually are. I think Harrison Ford is like 86 or 87 years old. And if it's any indication of what you should look like when you're 87 or 88 years old, Joe Biden is 86 years old. 86. And that guy
all men and women are created equal. But the thing, you know
the thing, that thing over there. Now remember, I used to be a lifeguard, and they no. Corn pop. Is Joe Biden only 80? That's even more sad and ridiculous.
Plastic. That's what it is. Yeah, he's full of Botox. And we started talking about Michael Keaton, and everybody left. Apparently, nobody likes Michael Keaton whatsoever. They were like, "Yeah, fuck this, I'm out."
Either that, or they thought Christian Bale was a better Batman. Wrong. Michael Keaton is the only Batman ever.
7 joining us. I can't believe this guy still comes in here and puts up with us.
Hey, how you doing, Robert? It is good to see you. They're not. I saw a really funny TikTok today that I can't talk about because it is ridiculously offensive. But I think I've been dribbled a little bit because I laughed so hard at it. Hey, here's a fun fact. In 1987, there were 37 glaciers, 38 glaciers on the planet Earth. Do you know how many there are in 2023?
How many?
37.
Boom.
Global warming, people.
RC Basher boy joining us from the background there.
I see an entire glacier in 40 years. Oh, how dare you. Basher boy, what is cracking? Good to see you. Has anybody in the chat at all actually gotten that is disturbing, Earl Moorhead? This is disturbing. I can't believe that broad's getting any work.
You said just kidding, but that would be kind of fucking horrible. I mean, dear Lord.
Yeah. I think she was in the Aquaman movie. I think they cast her to be back in it.
Barbecue joining us.
Barbecue, what is cracking, man?
We just have like a rotation of people. Is that just me? I only
I
see
think so. I think we have regular. We got regulars that
you got dipped in and dipped out.
Yeah,
It's like punching the clock. You came in. Here's the afternoon part. All right.
probably.
How many of you had lunch? Because I'm going to make you throw up.
No, we're not going to share pictures of the dude in the Adidas bikini. Yeah, because that's a thing. That's a thing. The first onesie wasn't good enough. Now they got a bikini.
I know I wanted to talk more trash on the RC community, but I just can't think of anything to come up with right now.
I got a few things, but I'm holding out because I got a few more fun facts.
Oh, cool.
The if everybody remembers the girls Olympic trainer Larry Nassar that went to prison for doing not nice things to the girls he was supposed to be training. He got stabbed multiple times in prison down in Florida the other day, because even criminals who are serving life in prison know better than to mess with kids.
I heard that Florida stabbings are the worst too.
I
don't
know anything about prison stabbings. I know nothing about prison stabbings. I've never been to prison.
What about this trans woman who won the beauty pageant?
Oh,
I know you've got a note about this.
The most beautiful woman, evidently, in Netherlands, which I think is the Netherlands, but they spell it with a D for some reason.
The Netherlands.
The freaking European.
Tomato.
So evidently, the most beautiful woman in Netherlands is a dude wearing makeup and a dress. Won a beauty pageant.
The LiPo battery rant? Are you talking about the RC thing or the C
propaganda?
Oh,
you do not want to go to prison for harming children anyway.
I always interrupt Rich. I love to interrupt Rich.
What, huh?
Sorry.
I was trying to read. I was just reading the chat out loud.
And I was so Basher Boy got me with that. Here are some suggestions: battery rant, drag car scene, drying out rant, shipping RC rant. Like the battery thing. I know we've talked about the battery. Are you talking about if she's talking about the C rating thing? C ratings are a joke. We've proved that, and all of the RC industry knows it, and the battery company makers know it.
Yeah, they still talk. They still charge you $40 extra for 100C.
The drag scene dying out. I don't know. And the shipping thing is obviously a fucking problem because the Losi Pro Moto proved that.
Yeah, Basher Boy. I know. I already pointed the finger at the purchasing people over at Losi/Horizon for not staying in touch with the Chinese manufacturing facility to make sure that the kids over there making our bikes weren't slacking off. They didn't do it, and that's what happened. And then they gave the boat to a drunken captain, and he got lost for 2 weeks in the Atlantic. But yeah, the drag scene. I've heard several people mention the fact that the drag scene does seem to be dying out, and I still see plenty of people making drag racing videos and videos from drag races. I think it's still pretty big in like Florida and Georgia, at least, because I know Coach D is pretty regularly doing drag race shows down there.
What? No drag races anymore? What the fuck? Well, then go take that drag Camaro and shove it right back up the person you bought it. I don't know what to tell you.
No. That's actually Losi is selling them for that cheap right now.
Is that?
They're like giving them away.
Drag racism anymore. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay.
I think the joke that Harley made was go buy a drag car for really cheap and then turn it into
Now I know why he bought it. It's because
an oval
it's like a
slash.
collectible. Jesus.
Yeah, personally, I think Losi just dropped Horizon dropped a bunch of prices on the Losi stuff to clear out the Losi warehouse to make space for all them motorcycles that are coming.
This is still just ridiculous. I understand that we wanted something new and everything like that, but this has just gotten to be almost fucking stupid.
Almost, I think we've gone.
Okay, yeah, no, this is stupid.
I think we're in a full.
And who was it? Wasn't it like A Main who blew this shit at first? Who said, we're going to sell these at this date?
So
even though they
originally, I actually went back because somebody made a post about it. That originally, Losi actually said that they were going to start shipping in early July. Now, somebody said that they had posted that they were going to start shipping on the 7th, but I actually couldn't find where they had said that anywhere. It was just all I could find was early July. Now, A-Main, and I know A-Main has done this before, they list the date, which essentially probably was their Losi rep told them, this is when they'll be showing up. And they posted July 12th on the green bike. Then they had to take it down, which people started freaking out as soon as A-Main started taking the dates off. They only had the date on the green one. They didn't have the date on the red or the blue one. But they pulled the date down, and then everybody started freaking. This was a week ago that people started freaking out. And then yesterday, Losi finally, they had to acknowledge that, oops. Now, Losi is a little bit full of themselves, saying that this is the biggest, most anticipated release in history of RC.
I see what's going on. Okay, Gabe, I'm picking up what's getting put down over there. Well, did you take this thing out of the box yet, Gabe? I'm sure you've opened this thing up and looked at it. Did you run it on the pavement or anything, or have you got it all pretty clean? Just fucking keep it in that box for the next 20 years on a shelf, dude. Out of the sunlight and everything, till nobody can find one.
I don't see how drag racing is ever going to completely die out.
You give it 15, 20 years when nobody's seen one for 15, 20 years. You pull that thing brand new out of the box and look what I got. I guarantee that it's an investment of time, but that's what
an original Star Wars toy.
You need to put on the shelf and just save for later. At least in my opinion. You do what you want with it. Go out and fucking trash it if you want to. I don't care.
Yeah, Earl makes a very good point. At $149 for the drag truck, how's that possible when it was $350 when it was released? That's a pretty good indication of what the markup is.
I keep trying to tell you, man. There's anybody who's selling. Oh God, they're getting us so hard in the RC world, you guys.
Well, so I know a guy who owns a hobby shop, and he has at times said, the markup is really good, but on the other stuff like aftermarket parts and stuff like that, the markup is not that good at all. So a lot of times when you go to your local hobby store and you buy the kits from them, you're doing them a much bigger favor than going in there and buying tires from them every week.
907 says, be right back. Basher Boy says he hasn't ran it yet. He has had it out of the box. He said, but no one gets together to race anymore.
That sucks.
Any RC that is plastic, done for cheap volume, definitely hard to pay. Yeah. Well, dude, it's not like I don't buy RC cars. Obviously, I know I'm getting ripped off. It's not like I don't buy Reef servos, for Christ's sake, and know that I'm not paying stupid money for that stuff. But that's like you said before, it's kind of your choice, right? It is up to you.
Well, the great thing, the great thing about any hobby or anything like that is um, most of the time the money doesn't even matter. You know, like
If you're enjoying it,
yeah, if I'm enjoying it, I don't care if I paid $500 for something, as long as it makes me happy. Now, do I feel do I feel a little sting in the old wallet every once in a while? Absolutely. I definitely think that the Losi bike. I mean, thank God they they put them at the price they did, because they did probably scare a few people away had they gone in at the price that I think it could have been at. Uh, I think the shipping situation and delivery would have been much worse. Uh,
barbecue, 500 points, buddy.
the shit that needs to be said, Servo.
Oh,
Yep,
I wish I could talk about the shit that needs to be said on that. Oh,
it comes with a poop emoji engraved on it, and it costs $472.
oh yeah, you can do a video on it. I mean, you can play with it if you want to play with it. I mean, as long as you don't beat the if the body still looks really good and there's only a few scratches on the chassis, you still got yourself something gold.
I mean, I wanted to turn my race buggy into a dragster. I got an associated, 2-wheel drive buggy, and I wanted to just buy up a bunch of associated dragster stuff, and then take everything off of my race buggy and put it in there, just for the sake of having one that I could play with out in the street, and just make passes on my own. I didn't really ever want to go to a racetrack or whatever. So, eh, and I don't think drag racing is gonna ever. I don't think it's ever gonna completely die out. And I think it'll actually make a comeback at some point too.
And I know that I make fun of my tomato friend, but if you haven't seen RC Bastard Boy stuff, he actually does make okay videos. They're all right.
We can't give anybody too much credit here, Basher Boy.
Nobody's a 10 around here.
We don't want anybody to get no big heads around here. It's not allowed. Because once you get too big and you become an influencer, then we have to talk shit about you. And we like you, Gabe, so don't let that happen.
Losi
Oh,
Bike.
yeah, Earl. Yeah, and the first few hobby shops that do it are probably going to get torn apart on social media. But
At least they didn't sign with Logitech for the controller, I guess.
oh. Too soon?
I've been saving them. I've tried not to. I don't want that ship to sink, if you know what I mean.
They put one of their other subs up for sale for $800,000.
Jesus Christ.
Nuh-uh.
Did Mark Santa Maria buy it? Did he cry about not getting it?
You could be selling that thing for 15 strips of bacon, and nobody's going to buy that. You could be giving people bacon to take that off your hands, and nobody would buy it.
Depends on the bacon.
Yeah,
might not leave my backyard.
Yeah, barbecue suggested retail doesn't mean anything. Take a look at the car industry right now. Hey, you want a new F-150? The suggested retail price on the Ford website, build your own, King Ranch edition, is like $62,000. That same truck, when it gets to the dealership, is $147,000. We added some things onto it here at the dealership that we have to charge you for.
Oh, I haven't
put special undercoating on it for you.
Said hi to my Irish lurker.
Ah, yeah. Hello, Irish lurker. I know you're out there. You're probably listening to us or watching us while you're playing with your 24 scale crawlers.
Oh, that was one of the things that I wanted to bring up was, yeah, I mean, we talked about doing an auction, I need to do a raffle here on the show. Yeah, for
But
sure.
we already raffled off some batteries. I won them.
That's right.
We can't have any more raffles this week.
No,
We limit our number of raffles to.
that sounds like saying that we have enough sponsors and we can't take any more sponsors.
Oh yeah, no, we can't. That's why our sponsorship deal is just one sponsor only, just one. Any more than one sponsor would be bad.
Oh God, there's so much inside joke right there. I hope some of you guys get that. Anyways, let's move on.
I don't know how many people would get that one. Hey, you know what 2023 is going to be? I know you said it's going to be the year of the speed run, but I think it's actually going to be the year of knife attacks.
Oh, really?
They're banning guns everywhere. All over the world, they ban guns. You can't have guns anywhere. So I believe it was about a month ago or so, a crazy guy in France ran around stabbing people and stabbed a bunch of kids. Luckily, none of them actually died. But here recently, we had some crazy person in China.
Assault knives.
Yes, assault knives. We should ban those.
What the fuck is an assault knife?
It's a knife that has an attachment on it that has multiple blades. An A.R. Kershaw or an A.R. Gerber. That's what they're typically referred to, assault knives.
I can't tell if you're fucking with me or if this is real right now. Oh my God.
That's the point. It's a black scary knife. Yes, any black scary knife is an assault knife. Hey.
Is that a semi-automatic or a fully automatic assault knife that you're packing?
Yeah, so the year of the knife attack. I do believe we can get that to catch on. Everybody needs to spread that. It's just the year of the knife attack because
for those people who wanted to see me soon or fly out to meet me, there you go. There's an idea.
Well, the good news is
sneak up behind me like at Assassin's Creed or something.
The good news is the TSA won't allow assault knives in your carry-on.
I remember. So when I was, I'm gonna say younger, but that doesn't even make sense to you old bastards. So when I was a kid, I worked in restaurants for 23 something years. And eventually I got to the set where I just carried a set of my own kitchen knives with me, right? Just
that would be considered assault knives. You're carrying more than one.
Well, and so if they pulled you over, you actually had to say something about it. Like, hey, look, by the way, I got a set of kitchen knives next to me, officer, blah, blah, blah.
Nowadays, you wouldn't even get your window rolled down. They just shoot you.
Yeah. Just get out of the car.
Yeah, there's a couple trends that are happening right now that are.
I just wanted to cut some fucking onions. Jesus Christ.
That are really ridiculous, which is people making videos like back talking police officers. Like, I'm a constitutional lawyer, officer. You can't ask me for my license. Oh yeah? Poof! There. Now you got a black eye.
Go constitutional to the judge, bitch.
Yeah.
They can kind of do whatever they want when they're on the side of the road, man.
It's really easy. 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Yes, sir. No, sir. I'm sorry, sir. Yes, here's my license and registration and proof of insurance. I'm terribly sorry I was speeding, sir. Have a wonderful day, sir. And guess what? Your interaction is going to be fine. I mean, maybe the cop might be a little snarky with you, but I guarantee you're not going to get pulled out of your car. You're not going to get smacked around with a billy club. You're not going to get tased and or.
I mean, unless you're black like propaganda, then.
But yeah, I mean, for crying out loud, this is the stupidest thing. I'm going to make a video of me talking back to a cop, acting like I'm some kind of badass. And then 2 weeks later, you see the body cam footage of, this freaking idiot 23-year-old crying while there's 4 cops with their their knees on his neck, crying, "What did I do wrong?" You're an asshole. That's what you did wrong. Yeah. Yeah, and the other really good one that's going around is the new TikTok challenge where people jump out of their boats while they're like doing 60 miles an hour, and
Oh yeah, you told me about this, and this guy drowned. He drowned instantly.
he drowned instantly because he jumped out of the boat and the water shot down his throat and up his nose, and it literally drowned him instantly. And the sad part is that the 4 people that have died in like the last month or so are not 20-something-year-old knuckleheads.
Yeah, they break their necks.
These are all middle-aged men.
Let's do it.
The last one that happened was the guy's wife and his kids were actually in the boat and watched him do it. And she
Hey, honey, hold the camera. Okay.
Yeah, honey, I got it. Woo. Hey, honey, are you okay? You look bloated.
You look. Do you think it was orchestrated?
Oh, yay. Shame you on you.
I had to do it.
Yay.
It's my purpose in life.
No. I'm not laughing at that. I'm not. Yeah, Threads. Hey, Facebook has a new thing to steal your data. And yeah, all the crazy wokesters are going, they're dropping Twitter and going over to Threads. Because Mark Zuckerberg copied Twitter and took the comment section out. Go Mark Zuckerberg. I hope Elon Musk beats the piss out of him. I hope he beats him so bad that it straightens out his wonky eyes.
I wish they could fight. I wish they could step in the ring and just duke it out. That'd be oh man. Who would you throw down on? Zucker or Elon?
If I was going to have an internet cage match, who would I pick to be my opponent?
No. I mean, no. Okay, no. I'm talking about if you had to bet on the Elon Zuckerberg fight.
Oh, I'm picking Elon.
Yeah?
Absolutely. Elon's got a gut, dude.
I definitely think he has the weight.
And I don't care how many I don't care how many judo Kyoto take if you badmouth police. Mom, we get it. We're not badmouthing police. We're badmouthing the stupid people who are back talking the police.
Yeah, that's a dumb thing to do, man. You know, you need to cooperate when you're on the side of the road and just do what they fucking tell you to do. I mean, there's a point you don't have to. There's a point where you don't have to say anything. That's true. You don't have to incriminate yourself, but these guys will pull you out of the car, beat you senseless, and throw you into the back of their car if you just don't cooperate. So you're better off just being like, yeah, here you go. Here's my shit.
The unfortunate part about life today in 2023 is being a policeman is probably one of the worst possible jobs you could have. You never get to see anybody in a good point in their life. Police never show up because it's someone's birthday party and something great is happening. You know, hey, little Bobby turned 7 years old and the police department showing up to cheer him on. Nope. They're showing up because there was a knife fight or a gun fight or, you know, neighbors were throwing poo at one each other. It's, you know, they never get to see. They're always dealing with negative.
Oh, barbecue, if you're online, they got access to everything already, buddy. I got news for you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you have a Facebook account, your whole life is on the internet. Everything you've ever done. Hell, Google, you know, if you got a Google phone, they send you an email every month. Hey, here's your Google timeline. And it literally tells you everywhere you went for the entire month.
I love handing out Darwin Awards, though. People need those. Oh, here's your Darwin Award for fucking jumping off a boat at 60 miles an hour. Way to go.
Yeah. Still, one of my favorite Darwin Award stories was the guy that strapped the jet-assisted takeoff rockets to the top of his Cadillac and impaled himself into a mountain.
No, Mama says it takes all kinds.
I mean, hey, amateur rocketeer. Amateur rocketeer. He just didn't go up. He went like 5 feet above the ground for about a quarter of a mile or so, only to realize that he had no way to steer or stop or control his rocket powered car whatsoever. And he crashed into a mountain and unfortunately died. But still, one of the best Darwin Awards. Unlike the guy that was ignored the weight recommendations for the water slide, I believe it was in Arkansas. Ignored the weight limitations, saying that you at a certain weight you cannot go on this, and he went on it anyway, and he out the side of the thing going around the corner and plummeted 80 feet to his death onto the concrete. It's another really good Darwin Award winner.
Wow, imagine those last few moments. You're in this water tube and you're like cruising along, and the next thing you know, done.
Wait, there.
It was like
there's no slide underneath me anymore. I wonder how hard that concrete is. Splat. Pretty freaking hard.
Kind of like some speedrun videos I've seen.
The gas man checking a gas leak with a lighter. That's a pretty good one too, JM.
It's fine to take it back. I worked in an oil change place one time, and down in the pit, the guy used to smoke cigarettes all the time while we're working on cars. All that oil around. I was always like, apparently, and I mean, it never lit on fire or anything. Never had a problem, but I was just like, okay, well, I'm glad you're brave. I'm making me shit my pants the whole time I'm down here with you, but hey, all right.
I'm gonna tell a story here, and hopefully Mom has gotten up to go to a bathroom break for this. But I was probably I was definitely over 21, so I was probably 21 or 22, and a couple of friends of mine and I decided that we were going to have a bonfire on the beach. So we went around and gathered up some pallets and, invited a bunch of people. And
this sounds like a good time. I'm excited. Okay.
So my buddy dumped an entire 5-gallon gas can.
Yeah.
On top of these 5 or 6 pallets.
That's what we need.
And then, and then proceeded to go to bend over to light it with a cigarette lighter. But when you there's that much, the fumes themselves will ignite.
Oh yeah.
And we actually blew one of the pallets about 60 feet down the beach. And just out of dumb, stupid luck, none of us got even remotely well. My buddy did lose he did lose his eyebrows, and he did lose a bit of the hair up front. But none of us got actually burned, which is just dumb, stupid luck.
I don't know. I just didn't think it was very smart to be underneath the car smoking. I mean, you do what you do. You do what you want to do. I understand that those guys did that shit for 60-something fucking years before I was born, so.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, back in the 50s and the 60s, everybody smoked everywhere.
Everywhere, all the time. So it wasn't.
The guy working at the gas station putting gas in your car at the full service. Smoking a cigarette.
That might be why they actually have the warnings at the pump. But no, I never expected the oil to necessarily catch fire. I just thought it wasn't necessarily the brightest idea.
Hey, I got a little bit of I got a couple of racing news things. Mom, I don't want to know about this stuff. That's why I said I hoped you'd gone to the bathroom, Mom. We also one year right after Christmas. We like to take all of everybody's Christmas trees, and we throw them on the trailer with the motorcycles, and then go out to the desert, and then we would stand all the Christmas trees up, and you know, an 8-foot Christmas tree will shoot flames about 40 feet in the air when it first goes up. It's actually quite incredible.
It's Rich out here in the desert with a flaming tower. He's calling the lords of Middle Earth over here.
Traxxas now makes their own carbon fiber shock towers and even 70-75 shock towers. Traxxas, huh?
Great.
Kudos to Traxxas for, I don't know, not suing anybody this month. 10 points to Traxxas for not suing anybody this month.
Not taking anybody to court this month.
Minus 50 points to Losi and Horizon for not shipping my motorcycle out yet.
Right.
Bad. Bad Losi.
Completely
bad.
All your fault, you sons of bitches.
And and just to recap earlier in the show, because I know not everybody was here, I started a new segment, which is Asshole of the Week. And a gentleman by the name of Blaze Long is the Asshole of the Week.
Mr. Blaze Long, thank you for being the Asshole of the Week.
He does have a YouTube channel. You can go over there and you can comment on his videos.
By the way, we want you to know that, yes, we do pick on everybody. This person only has like 86-something subscribers.
Yes.
So it's not like, can I be next week, please? You are every week propagating.
Can I be next week? You know, only because of the super chat. Super chat guarantees you a spot.
Is that what it was?
Yep. Guaranteed spot.
Guaranteed spot. Because we are just absolute whores for money. By the way, send me a free truck.
Yes. Send me a free truck and make it special so that I can enter it in a show and shine and win a trophy with it.
Oh my God. I didn't think you were going to go there.
I did. I went there. That's right. And by the way, hey, look at that. Let's go, Rico, for the Eldora Million. That I believe is happening tonight or tomorrow night. The Eldora Million. Lost it there. Yeah, Eldora Million.
Okay.
Biggest paycheck for a sprint car race in the history of sprint cars. It's going to be freaking awesome. And yeah, I'm supporting my guy Rico.
I like the shirt.
Oh, and sad news. I know my mom will know this. Sad news. Today, Gary Zerunian passed away. Gary Zerunian was a longtime car owner out on the West Coast for midgets and sprint cars. My mom will remember him as the guy that owned the car that Sleepy Trip drove for years and years and years, won many races and championships in, and sadly, Gary passed away today.
Aww.
So, kind of a bummer note, but hey, it's.
Oh, I didn't know Barbecue could swim so well. He says he'll swim out to the boat and get your Promoto for a small fee. Just $549.
I'll give you 37 pieces of bacon, Barbecue.
For the whole swim.
I'll hook you up. And I'll give you half before you leave and half when you get back.
This Diesel Brothers thing, too. Have you heard about this? Like, I heard that the Diesel Brothers were totally scamming people.
Who are the Diesel Brothers?
They're at this point. Oh,
they're like the Island Boys?
Have you ever seen Whistling Diesel?
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Okay.
I mean, they do diesel mechanic-y stuff. Maybe somebody can even correct me more, but I just heard this, that they're a type of YouTube influencer in the diesel community, and they're taking people for all kinds of money.
I personally don't trust anybody in the diesel RC YouTube or diesel YouTube community. It's a little Freudian slip there. I don't trust anybody in the RC community, especially the diesel guys.
RC propaganda recreation stuff.
Oh man, barbecue, you got some competition. NorCal, 36 pieces.
Now we're in it for the What is this? Is an auction
And
now.
I'll tell you, I'll get the good stuff. I'll get the
thick cut.
fat back.
Yeah.
I'll get you some fat back, and I won't buy it from some place like Walmart. I'll go to like a butcher shop and get you some honest to goodness fatback bacon.
Okay, yeah, they have a huge online retail. Yeah, and see, I've heard they've like been doing what the hell they not giveaways. I want to say giveaways, lotteries, raffles. They've been doing raffles and stuff like that, but they haven't been sending out like anything to anybody.
I mean, if you can get away with it.
Oh no! See, no, I've been on the phone with the person. Like, I've been on the phone with the person who didn't receive their truck, and then I've been on the phone with the person who should have sent the truck. And let me tell you how those conversations go.
So wait, RC Guy invested a lot into Diesel Brothers giveaways, but that's right. Guy does have that big old diesel truck that he's got the snowplow on the front of. Ooh, I was thinking Guy in the Jag.
See, I knew I heard something about this. I ran around social media for.
All right, I'm gonna put that on a note that I gotta look for Diesel Brothers, because I know Whistling Diesel. He's actually he's wrapped up in a lawsuit here in Tennessee because
he's a nut.
Him and his buddies were riding jet skis somewhere, and evidently they got like a ticket or something, and like all kinds of shady shit happened with the court and the judge, where they like tried to offer him a deal that if you make a video for Tennessee Parks and Wildlife, we'll let you off scot-free kind of crap. And welcome to my home state of Tennessee.
Look at that. See, Thompson knows. Thompson's like a little bit of everywhere. You got to watch that guy. I see him a little bit of everywhere. He might know more than me.
I have to look into that, because I've never seen anything with the Diesel Brothers.
I can't remember. I was scrolling through somewhere, Facebook, Instagram, somewhere, and I came across that video that they're talking about. The RC Guy Garage did a video on it. And I was just kind of blown away for the fact that, and then I started kind of looking into it. And it really does seem like they have been taking people for a ride if you check it out. It just takes a little bit of paying attention, when people are like, not talking about how much money they're receiving, or, what they have. We have enough sponsorships. When people say stuff like that to you, that should be oh my God.
There's a lot of red flags out there that if you go to
PayPal, friends and family, send that shit, friends and family, PayPal, please.
Hey, Michaels, good to see you. Michaels, Jones, and RCs. Good to see you, man. Welcome to the show, hanging out with the all the crazies that are here.
And if you don't, sorry, Michael. Thanks for being here. And if you don't believe me, just go ahead and Google fucking IRS scams. Like, in the IRS will come up with a list that tells you that these things are red flags, man.
Yeah, the IRS website actually has a whole list of, if you have a charity organization that is asking you to do any of these things, you might not want to send any money to them, because they may not be legit. That's not to say that everybody who asks you to send money, friends and family, on PayPal is not legit.
Well, I mean, usually money is money. Like RC Property, I don't mind the guy making a fucking dollar. I mean, you want to make a dollar, I understand. Yeah. Don't tell me you're making a dollar and try to help people, though. That's some bullshit.
Well, I mean, there's a legit thing that a lot of charity organizations do, in which you go to their website and they'll actually have a whole thing called financials, and they just show you everything, and then they explain, hey, You know, I know you see this big giant number over here, but this is what all of this is what it takes. This is what we got to do over here. This is how much it costs. Perfect example would be, oh crap, now I can't remember the name of it. The guy they made the Sound of Freedom movie about. The under the cage, over the cage, something or other, his foundation, which is him and his buddies going around the world trying to rescue children.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, it's like a 10-page thing that explains, when you look at this number, it's staggering. But when you look at what we're actually doing and how much it costs, there's a gang of us that go and get hooked up with police and authorities and stuff in different countries. And we got to fly over there and we got to get all these visas. And
that happens to you too, NorCal? Oh, man.
Wah. Oh, NorCal, minus 10 points.
This is why I'm here is comedic breakup. or that asshole that he keeps interrupting Rich, one or the other, however you look at that. What else we got?
I forgot where I was at.
I don't have anything on the RC world.
NorCal threw me completely off.
Oh, he got you. All right, well, I'll give him 500 points for throwing you off then.
Oh, man, and we're in the final 30 minutes of the show. So this is when things are going to start going sideways, because this is about when it starts. So,
do not interrupt Rich. Yeah. Oh, there's somebody who don't fucking like me right there.
Oh, hey. Yeah, that's right. That's right, RC Recreation. Good news, everybody. Eli Tomac is signed on to ride for another 2 years at Yamaha for the Supercross series after exploding his Achilles tendon. Man, it's going to be interesting to watch next year Jet Lawrence and Eli Tomac going at it in Supercross. I do believe that Jet Lawrence is the most talented rider we've seen in a long time, but he doesn't have the physicality that Eli Tomac does. It's the benefits of growing up and training and living in Colorado.
Yeah, there were a lot of scammers sitting. I remember that. I remember when they had, and they still kind of have that problem. That's even in the RC world. That's like them taking the fucking Raminator video from RC Sparks and those guys and shit like that and putting it together and, we got a Raminator for $35. Buy it online. Yeah, my ass, dude. Come on, man.
Well, and the really jacked up part about those scams was you would send them $35. Now, even if you went through PayPal, they would ship you a little tiny box with a little, little pencil.
Yeah, you got something.
You got something, so it showed that it was delivered. So when you went back to PayPal, and they're like, hey, man, I bought this thing, and they shipped me this stupid little piece of crap. What the hell? And PayPal was like, sorry, it showed that it shipped, and it was delivered. Nothing we can do about it. It's almost as bad as the Indian IRS scammers.
Oh, man, I'm just messing with you guys. Just please don't, whatever you do, fucking do, don't take me too fucking seriously, okay? I'm just an a-hole.
RC Recreation, nobody likes JP. I don't even like him. I mean, he's only here because I couldn't do the show by myself.
That's pretty much how it was, too. Hey, look, I couldn't find anybody else to do this show with me, so...
You were numbered 972nd on my list of co-hosts. You're the only one that said yes. So, nah. Yeah.
Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, Recreation. Don't sweat it, man. We are all having fun here, and everybody gets picked on. Even me. Even me. And look at me. How can you pick on? How can you pick on this face? Face only a mother can love. Hi, Mom.
Yeah, BSRC, which actually means brown shoe, but yeah.
It could mean a lot of things to a lot of people. beautiful smile.
Beautiful smile, RC.
Nobody picks on Supreme RC Master. You know,
We have noticed that. I mean, me and Rich have talked about that. Like, I don't know why. I think it's because I talk about trash.
I am kind of a tyrant.
I'm not. I don't know. You
Nobody
guys,
will make fun of Supreme RC Master, or we will put you in Supreme RC Master jail and torture you. We will make you watch hours and hours and hours of 11 Charlie Monday shows. Oh, yes. This will be torture for you. That's the best German accent I can do.
that was awesome. Balls shaped. Oh my gosh.
We like to have fun and we like to pick on people because the RC community at large a lot of times has a giant stick up their butt.
I mean, I don't know what it is. That's the thing. Like, you know, when I was over on Tony's show, Tony doesn't even acknowledge that I'm in the chat or even say hi to me, even though I'm like, hey, I'm here to use your fucking material. I'm like, come on, man, you'd think you'd at least say something to that. But whatever, I guess. That Quickie 500 Tumble was. Oh yeah, you like that, huh?
Yeah, you got to go back and read Basher Boy.
What?
He's filling in the blanks for BS.
You guys see the champ for the 4th? It was wild.
Dude, the champ is awesome.
No.
Big snake, balls shaved.
I have not seen the champ. I'm going to have to watch this now.
You're missing out. If you are not going over and binge watching RC Propaganda's reels.
Oh, is that what this is? That what is this?
You're missing out.
Wait. Is this when he did the thing with the hose and he was all like?
That is one of them. There were some pretty epic 4th of July videos.
Because I heard about
one
that
of them.
Video. If I hear about a video, you know it's good, right? That's the thing, and I'm like, oh.
You know, it's true, NorCal. I can say whatever I want, and nobody ever yells at me. I could literally say, like, you know, the Irish stalker of JB is a filthy butt snack, and he'll never come in here and say anything about it. He'll come in here and yell at JB for allowing me to say that. Why did you let him say that about me? I don't know why that is. It's probably because I am the RC Supreme Master, and everybody knows it, and nobody wants to get tortured.
But that's just as we talk about everything here, right? And that was the thing that I noticed on Tony's show is they have to like limit themselves. I mean, he started talking about playing in the fucking backyard for Christ's sake, and I'm like, dude, okay, this is like sandpaper over my butthole all over again. Like, I don't mean to be.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, it feels like a Monday night, but it's a Tuesday.
Nothing's happening in the RC world, and you got an RC talk show. What are you really going to talk about?
Yeah, I mean,
he talked about the event that he went to. He went to the Monster Jam thing and stuff like that. But after that, it's all over. Like I said, they talk like 20, 30 minutes, and then that was pretty much the fuck over.
Which I know Tony will come back and watch the replay, and I'm going to say it right now. Tony, I'm a little offended because you went all the way to Nashville to the Monster Jam, and you didn't even call the RC Supreme Master, like, to come hang. To hell, man.
Well, I mean, he wouldn't even say hi to me on his own show. Why would he hang out with you?
We're like RC bros, man. And you just
everybody loves you anyways, but
that's right, NorCal, in all caps. I love it. All hail. Talk about his backyard and fools tipping.
No, but you know, it's just like I said. It's like I've said before. Look, you know, I know I talk a lot of trash, but you know, check out these channels. Check out these people. Go watch them. Fuck. That's what the RC world's about. So,
and don't forget that there's always the proper use of the Tony Clifton. That if you ever want to go incognito, you just go create yourself a Tony Clifton account and then go out there and wreak some havoc in the RC YouTube community.
I have been seeing more Tony Cliftons pop up. I don't like. I knew there was a couple at first, but it's kind of like, oh my.
Tony Clifton is like he's like the food coloring in the glass of water. He's just slowly mixing and growing, filling up the glass with his Cliftonness.
So you got anything left that we can talk about? Are you out of list?
Well, I mean, I didn't really talk too much about the pre-order freakouts. There have been some really good. There's been some really good ones. I don't quite understand how grown-ass men can go on Facebook and post some of the shit that they do, but it is sometimes quite entertaining. I did have a fairly nice interaction with the asshole of the week yesterday, which is how he earned himself the title of asshole of the week. Because when I pointed out the fact that he ordered 13 bikes because, he wanted to ensure that he got his the fastest, when I pointed out that he ordered those and then is turning around and selling them, and specifically said, I'm not going to take a loss, and I called him a scalper, he got a little offended. But then he, proceeded to explain how, it was benevolence. All these poor people who ordered these and aren't going to get them for months. They'll be able to buy one from me because I ordered 13 of them, which, hey, asshole, had you not ordered 13 of them, 12 of those people would have been getting them. Asshole. No.
Did you bring me flowers, Sean? It's good to see you. Definitely was me this week.
Sean's you're always too late.
Yeah, he always comes in. Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck about the beginning of our show, so I don't know.
Always too late, Sean.
Anyways.
Day late and $1 short. Damn it. But no, you were not the asshole of the week. Blaze Long was the asshole of the week.
Oh, Blaze Long. Yeah, no, it wasn't you this week.
I did have the opportunity to respond to some of his nonsense about the benevolence and I explained that, yes, I'm the bad guy here. You, Saint Blaze, are out there helping all of the poor RC community who are frothing at the mouth, waiting for their motorcycle to show up. And
no, but Sean, if you hit us up in the super chat, you can be next week. It's just a $10 tip.
Also, we have a sponsor program that we've started. We're looking for one sponsor, $5 million. That's it. $5 million. It's a one-shot deal. You only have to pay that one time. And
me and Rich will jump into a private jet. We will fly to your house. We'll shake your hand. We'll give you a letter saying you are our #1 sponsor.
Signed, autographed, an autographed certificate thanking you for your sponsorship of this program. It will be for the eternity of the show.
I might even crawl with you. I may even crawl with you. And then we'll jump back in our private jet. We'll fly home. We'll do one more show. And we'll retire. Yeah, it'll be great.
And I'll be moving to Tahiti. But I will send you a postcard every year, a picture of me drinking Mai Tais in Tahiti.
Yeah,
I'm too early for the time I get at work, schmirk.
I'm still getting used to being disabled. When you're disabled, you don't go to work. You're fucked. Try to go to work when you can't walk around. It's a real son of a bitch.
Well, technically I'm not at work, but I'm actually at work. I'm at work right now. I'm saying hi to Sean in his language. Grr.
That didn't sound Irish at all. You fucked that up. Oh, it's
hey, welcome. Hey, by the way, welcome, Sean. Good to see you.
Hey,
man. Happy Wednesday, sir. We were just rambling on about how we talk shit and make fun of everybody. And we used you as an example of the fact that I say whatever I want here and nobody ever says anything to me. They always get mad at JB. So I get away with whatever I want. I get like
I can do a $3 million in Bitcoin and a slightly used Tesla. All right, you throw in a
Ooh.
couple Kit Kats, and we might have a deal.
I can do 3 million in Bitcoin instead. I'll tell you what. I'll take that deal, NorCal, as long as you throw in a pack of bacon. Tarfek. Tarfek.
Terry Queef.
I don't know if I need to say it faster or slower, Recreation, but I don't know if I want to keep repeating that because it's something it might be something I don't want to say. And next thing I know, I'm getting a community guideline strike from the Lords of Truth. Hey, you're not allowed to say that on YouTube. You might as well be talking about some
I'm
kind
sure
of
we've
virus.
already said several things we probably shouldn't have said on YouTube.
See, okay, now Recreation and Sean are talking in some different language. Pogmo Han? See, they got some kind of special code going there. Oh, look at that, I'm drooling.
Is that an Irish talk thing? Is this like when I had to look up what Jack was calling me a wanker?
A flog. Can't do the bacon because I'm going kosher this week. What? Well, I guess you can't do bacon at all if you're going kosher. All right, well, damn it. There just simply isn't anything as good as bacon. So, yeah.
And the Kit Kat was the deal breaker? You're a real fucking asshole.
Yeah, I mean,
it did get censored, by the way. And that got censored too, by the way.
YouTube sucks vaccinated ass. It's Irish for kiss my ass. See, I knew it. They were talking in secret Irish code. I mean, who doesn't drool after you say the word bacon?
This gets to be a problem on like every RC show I've ever fucking been on. Is the bacon kick? Here we go.
Well, I mean,
you know what is that? I think 907 said he can't have bacon. I remember him saying something about that one time.
And that's tragic. I mean, it's just tragic. Bacon is. I
mean, I honestly try to remember most of these guys as shit, whether they know it or not. It's just...
goals. That's right. Man, disappointment's tasting fantastic this week. I don't eat much bacon. Propaganda, you should. You should eat lots of bacon. It's so good for you. It's like chewing on a stick of vitamin C.
You only get one life. Yeah, but I don't want to live to the next presidency, bro. Shit.
You only get one life. I mean, to be perfectly honest, it's
I'm just kidding. You know, I understand. Everybody's got a thing. You do your thing. I'm not.
No, man. If things keep going the way they're keep going the way they're going, I'm gonna start eating more bacon. I'm gonna start buying it by the pallet. Why continue to exist if you can't eat what you want? Yeah, not having bacon is like dying a virgin. Yeah.
And they said, "Here we are. I love the end of the show. It's super crazy."
I told you, 30 minutes left of the show. It goes sideways, and that's how it is. That's how this show goes every week. Don't trust anyone that doesn't eat bacon. You know, Sean, I've also said the same thing about people with peanut butter and pickles.
Or those who chase after rainbows and pots of gold. I'm sorry.
That actually took me a second to get that. It took me a second. It didn't hit me. I actually, for a moment, I forgot that Sean is freaking Irish.
They're always after me, Lucky Charms.
The typical American mindset on food. I am pro freedom. So eat what you want. For me, I eat clean. I honestly I eat fairly clean. I do love me some bacon. Uh, but yeah, my family unfortunately has a history of heart problems, so I have to be relatively careful and smart about what I eat.
So I'll eat anything, even if it looks like food, because I've walked into people's houses and like, grabbed that apple out of that tray and been like, it's fake. And you're like, what the hell is this shit?
Peanut butter is like a kid's diaper.
Well, that's one way to put it. That's for sure.
Only the creamy peanut butter. Chunky is like an adult's diaper. It's eating peanuts and corn the night before.
Guys. Oh boy, Mom stopped watching.
Picture that one for a moment. Yeah, sorry, Mom. We went down the gross path there, but it's Sean's fault because he doesn't like peanut butter. He's also lives in New York, and he's a Boston fan. Which I'm sure there's some kind of law in New York against that.
Every time I see him in Chicago, I never. It's always frank and honest, Frank in New York and honest in Chicago.
I got to tell you, propaganda. Having moved from California to Tennessee, I did notice that the people in Tennessee are a little bit larger, and it is kind of sad to see. But it also has a lot to do with there are so many places here that are absolutely delicious to eat. Because unlike California, every restaurant that you go to in Tennessee isn't trying to jam kale and butternut squash down your throat. Yeah, look, it's delicious. Kale, it's yummy. It's like eating grass dog peed on. Yeah.
I think those guys got it. You work hard enough, you compensate for that bacon, right? You got to burn off them calories. That's how that shit works, man.
I do. Every couple of weeks, I hop on my riding mower and mow my lawn.
That's right.
It's a workout.
I pick up my controller and give my thumbs a workout every other night.
Wait a minute, Jim, you're from New York and you're a Boston fan too? There's got to be some kind of law against that.
That makes sense. Didn't I see you smoking? Never mind. Bacon. Didn't I see you smoking bacon? Is that right? Did I say that? Somebody asked me what I was smoking earlier, and I was like, oh, yeah, nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. Smoking my mind out, sir. If you got to ask, you'll never know. That's how I feel about it.
NorCal's he got auto-corrected. Jam, I inhaled.
I knew you inhaled some bacon. I thought I saw that on Frank's show. That kind of blew my mind. I was surprised that Frank allowed you to fucking throw that out there.
Frank does sometimes strike me as a square.
I remember, though, there was this one time where it was like him and Exomaniac and these guys, and they all had the RC figurines, and they were going to town like on the live show, and I was just like, oh, it was way too much. And
Basher Boy, I'm sorry. I can't bike anywhere.
Yeah, and he's got like all kinds. I don't know if he has all kinds, but he knows about bikes. For sure, I know that much. I think he has a couple different bikes.
I hear you, propaganda.
Like in the bike business,
can't all be RC Supreme Master. It just can't be.
I know that's not your day job, because yeah.
I actually in my younger years I did a lot of bicycling, but. Bicycling is, it sucks.
I rode 20-inch for a long time.
I'm at the point in my life now that if I have to go any farther than like 500 feet or so, I'm driving.
There you go. Yeah, I get my X-Max to fucking carry me anymore. That's
No, I don't do human-powered anything anymore.
I did see that at Axial Fest Badlands, and I did think that that was pretty cool. There was a little girl who had herself tied to an Axial X6 and was trolling herself around, and I thought, you know what? Regardless of what people say, that's actually pretty fucking cool. I mean,
Work smarter, not harder. I mean, especially if you're in Indiana during the summer, because it's probably going to be hot and sweaty there. So if you can manage to cruise around without exerting much energy, kudos to you. Smart kid. Unfortunately, by the time she's 16, she's probably going to weigh 450 pounds. It's scary, but a human can ride an SCX6. Yeah.
that's parenting. Yeah, no license, no insurance, no nothing. Here you go, drive yourself around. There's not even mirrors on that thing. She doesn't know what she's doing. This isn't even OSHA approved. Where's the seatbelt?
Yeah, I mean, don't kids have to wear a crash helmet when they're riding a bike? Should have been wearing a crash helmet getting towed around by that SCX6. You can fall out of that thing and bump your head, and you know.
Any job worth doing is worth doing sitting down
Yeah.
or on a scissor lift. I mean, it depends on how.
I feel exactly the same way, NorCal. I mean, sitting down is one of the most underrated things that there is on the planet. It is entirely enjoyable being able to sit comfortably in a nice little air-conditioned office with a nice view out the window of deers crapping in my front yard.
Those bikes don't have a regenerative braking system, so you never have to pedal. Is that what it is? So that's why they get fatter, Sean.
Yeah.
You got to pedal sooner or later, man. You can't just not pedal.
Well, no. So you just plug it in when you get home from work, and then you get up in the morning and you ride it, and when you get to work, you plug it in, and then you never have to pedal it. It's like having an electric motorcycle at that point. It's fantastic. It is amazing that you can see people that like working out and doing the thing, and they do seem to get fatter while they're doing it. I like the guy that's all over Instagram and all of that he has the bowl of salad and the pizza, and he's like all ripped, and he's like, what do you think I'm eating for dinner tonight? Not this salad. Like, bullshit, dude. You're full of shit. Of course you're eating a salad. Nobody that looks like you eats pizza.
Dude, I said I'm into fitness. Fitness whole burger in my mouth. You have to move your body. Yeah, you have to move your body to burn calories. They've proven that. You got to get up and do shit. You got to do cardio and stuff like that.
See that? Bam! I did my exercise for the afternoon right there.
Which is great as long as you don't have fibromyalgia like me, and then you can't really get up and do shit.
Cigarette is 7 minutes closer to Jesus. They say sitting is the new smoking. Yeah, I could believe it. And quite frankly, guy, if we're gonna get another Democrat president, then crying out loud, I'm never standing up again.
I don't want to ride on
Get
your
this thing over
bike.
with.
NorCal. It seems like a dirty thing.
My electric bike exercises my core. That.
Yeah, no, I'm not getting on his bike.
That's funny right there. That is funny right there, Miley. I don't. Yeah, I used to have a stationary bike before we moved. In California, we had a stationary bike, and we never used it.
It's genetic. If you really want to know, my mom has it. My sister has it. I just happen to have it extremely bad. Oh well, life goes on. What can you do? That's why I'm here talking shit to you guys on the people in the RC world that I knew about.
Yeah, 50 points to JB. Just because.
Just because. Damn it! Don't make me sit here and throw $5 at you and then say thanks, Rich, so much for letting me suck your dick here on the show. Pleasure.
Ain't nobody sucking nobody's dicks on this show ever. That is strictly prohibited.
Night every day, day in, night out, whatever. You're here we appreciate that, and I got grass stains now.
Just cause. Yeah, I oh no.
You knew that was gonna get bad, right?
Yeah. Hey, Jesse, welcome to the show.
We're glad you're alive, Jesse.
4 months of good weather. Yeah, no shit. Andy, I don't even think you're going to get 4 months of good weather this year. It seems like Michigan's getting the shit end of the stick here this year.
I like a large glass of disappointment.
I like a jumbo glass of disappointment. My favorite drink. Whew.
Speaking of that, I need to refresh my cup, and it's that time.
To answer that question, probably I am a green tea guy. Love me some green tea, Basher boy. That is what the mug is filled here. But my secondary is going to be Mountain Dew. Big Mountain Dew fan, even though that is the most terrible thing you can drink on the planet. But it is so delicious.
I'm sure people would talk shit on me anyways, and I don't know how to prove it, but it's Coca-Cola. For Christ's sake, man.
I mean, have a Coke and a smile.
Yeah. I'm sitting here drinking Coke on the show. I can't drink. I don't drink hard liquor or anything like that, and I don't drink beer. So.
Yes, I myself, I do not drink any alcoholic substances. Once a year, typically, I will have a glass of champagne on New Year's.
I sit here and smoke, and if you got to ask, then you don't need to know. That's.
Yeah, propaganda. It's one of my few guilty pleasures. Grew up drinking Mountain Dew, and I just don't know why. Mountain Dew and Coke, and I'm still at this point. I still always have, a box of Coke in the fridge and at least a couple of bottles of Mountain Dew. I would have been drinking Mountain Dew tonight, except I only have one bottle left.
Oh my Lord!
I don't drink water because fish fucking it. Hey, that's a damn good reason right there. They also crap in it.
Have you seen the citrus lime Ting? Tineng?
No.
Like Tieng. Ting. And it's citrus lime. So if you pick up a squirt and a Ting, you can...
Oh. All right, on that happy note, Tennessee tequila and Red Bull. Whew, that's a strong combo right there, Mr. Sean. I used to do vodka Red Bulls myself, but evidently that's really bad for your heart.
That's a good time to end it right there. In your face. That's right.
Yes, we are at the 2 hour and 3 mark, so we have hit the once again that time of the show where I say thank you all very much for coming in here and hanging out with us. We truly appreciate it. Propaganda Man, thank you for the super chat. Always appreciated. That means that we are $5 closer to the $5 million sponsorship. So we are on our way. But hey, y'all have a great week. Have a great weekend. Be sure to do something fun and get out there and fill your Tony Clifton quota. for crying out loud. So, yeah. Hey, man. Thanks, everybody. We will see you next Wednesday right back here, 5:30, the Shit That Needs to Be Said show. And now we're going to go into that awkward time when we don't know when